Hi, my name is ALTY and welcome back to the second part of the Lost in 30s mini-series. So around the age of 27, I was at my most lost that I have ever been lost in life. Okay, I was completely lost. And in my life, up until 25, I have spent 13 years in martial arts. I was the reliable athlete, the hard worker, but I noticed only at the old age that it was becoming exhausting because I was trying to play a character build that didn't fit me. But I was afraid to stop doing it because I've spent already so much effort in it. Like, do you realize when you play a character, for example here, and you invest all the skill points into, I don't know, let's say fighting, and then there is no respec button available, and you're like, okay, yeah, but I have to play now with like the fighting class. I cannot become a mage or an archer because I've invested too much already, and you're afraid to lose the points. Like, have you ever felt that? Just being too far in your career, too far in your habit to change? But I want to let you know that I have figured out, and I hope this works for you as well. But when you realize that you are not stuck, that it's not too late, you still can respec. You have not wasted any of your time. You have just been gathering information, let's say. And I'll be honest, it is not easy. I know. Respecing your life is not easy. It takes time. It takes self-love. It takes acknowledgement and realization of yourself, but a lot. And so, with the years, we carry our quest rewards or quest achievements with us into our 30s. I still remember when I was a kid, I used to wait at the door because my parents were watching the Aliens movie late at night. It was always like at 10 it began, and it was my bedtime. So I stood there, patiently waiting until my mother let me watch, but only if I was responsible the next morning. And so now that I'm 32, sleep is holy, guys. It's my sanctuary. I have this mattress, and it is the best mattress I have ever had. If somebody breaks into this house, I will defend first the mattress, then the rest of the house. But I still catch myself trying to earn that rest. And so it is for me to learn that I must stop negotiating for my own peace. I am not an NPC, I am the player of my life. And we deserve to be well rested for a journey ahead. Now here comes the juicy part. I sat down behind the table and I simply analyzed my life. I did not ask myself, what's wrong with me? And let me tell you this. For me, for you, nothing is wrong with you. Okay? This is the first thing we must analyze. If you start from the mindset something is wrong with me, you have already lost. Nothing is wrong with us. We are how we are. And that is perfectly fine. That is great. That is A-okay. Got it? So instead of asking what's wrong with me, we can analyze that one thing that has been occupying me, for example, the longest. Let's say my martial arts. Why did I do martial arts for 13 years? What makes me feel alive? Do we know this? Since I've been doing martial arts for 13 years, what is this driver that kept me going for 13 years? What is this thing that pushes me to go every single day? And can I find this epic driver anywhere else? And after I've performed this surgery of my 13 years martial arts, I realized that, hey, I actually love adrenaline and a competitive mindset. Hey, I love to be rewarded for my hard work. And I also realized that what makes me feel alive is gaming. I love gaming, I love geeky stuff, I love Dungeons and Dragons, I love Warhammer, I love playing Crimson Desert. And thus when I finally accepted this, that hey, I'm actually a different person than I have lived up until now. I like different things. I'm in the wrong category. I'm using my class, my build, wrong. And suddenly the weight was off my shoulders. Like I could start to use myself into a direction I liked. It was not quitting. It was not giving up on what I did before. It's not that I dropped martial arts and I felt like a complete failure. No, I finally, like, yes, I finally figured it out. Now I can live. So if I have one thing to say to you, listen to your silent scream within. Don't ignore it. It's not scary. Just listen, okay? It might just tell you where you need to go. Let's combine everything together and see how I balance it out. So I dissected my life, let's say the biggest part of my life that made me for the last many years. I analyzed why was it like this, how come, what were the motivational drivers, what did I do, what did I desire, and then I reapplied it into my new life. For example, I still earn for justification for when I need to be, for when I want to have rest. So that means if I now want to take rest, I need to do something. And how did I adapt this? Well, for example, now I go and study 30 minutes of music. I try to study a little bit of, you know, some instrument that I have, or I learn a little bit about the notes, but it is a relaxing hobby for me. So I study, I am productive, and I'm at the same time relaxing, if that makes sense. And then I have received my justification that I've been productive, I've done something very valuable for my life, and now I can rest. Do you see here what I did with my brain? I bypassed the code of justifying things, why I do them, to take a rest. I bypassed it with doing things I like as a hobby, so I rest, and then after the rest, I deserve another rest. Does that make sense? And I'm sure that we can find this balance together. I know this is a short video and I cannot explain everything, otherwise it would be a video of 2 hours, 3 hours long of going over all the details, all the questions. And if in the future there is a demand for this, I will make it. We can also move this question to the live streams. I am live, usually in the evenings at 1 o'clock Central European Time. Live streams are available on YouTube and Twitch, so you can catch me there if you want to talk about any of these topics. So now your homework of today, look at your hobbies or whatever made you for the biggest part of your life. And if you were not happy, try to analyze this. Why were you doing it? What kept you going? What do you want to change? Which direction do you want to take? So now let's move everything to the final episode of this 3-part series of Lost in Your 30s. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and share it with everyone you know so more people see it. And I will see you next episode. Have a wonderful day, everyone.